Hello, everybody. This is Little Willie YT, or Little Willie 4 on Instagram, and today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to replace the screen on an iPhone 6s. Now, sorry that I might sound a little nasally. It's getting winter and my allergies are acting up. I know it's not a cold because I just had a cold, so I just got over one about a week ago. So this is the phone we will be repairing. Courtesy of Cameron Buckner. Thank you for selling me this cell phone, buddy. I appreciate it. It's a 32 gigabyte iPhone 6s, and we're going to be repairing it. It looks kind of rough, but that's no problem for me. Now, the donor phone we'll be using, considering I do use fresh, brand new parts when I repair my phones for customers, but for myself, I don't really. I'll use something that's broken for myself if it works. I don't really care. So we'll be using this as our donor phone. It's an iPhone 6s as well. This one is rose gold. If you can see the difference, this one is silver. This one's rose gold. The screen does have a crack in the bottom. I don't know what that's from. I got this phone for free off of a peer in my class, and she told me that it was repaired by someone else in town, and they forgot to unplug the battery, so the backlight fried, and now the phone can't be used. But I've tested this screen. The screen works. Then again, I did test it before this crack came, so I'm not sure. Anywho, without further ado, let's get into cracking the phones open. We'll start by opening this one because I just want to see how it looks inside. If it looks dirty inside, we're going to have to clean it, obviously. So, to remove the screen, there are two screws located the bottom between either side of the charging port. You'll need a 5-point pentalobe screwdriver to repair those. And you're going to want to take a flat plastic pry tool. Usually, you would use a suction cup of sorts, like this. This is just what I had handy. You would use a suction cup normally, but because this screen is so badly cracked, the suction cup won't get a good enough grip. So you're going to want to take a pry tool, a little plastic spudger, and normally I would turn the cell phone off, but I can't do that because, well, not only is the digitizer completely fried, as you can see, like the digitizer won't recognize touch, but I can't force restart either because the home button is missing off this phone. So let's start by just cracking it open. On the iPhone 6s, or on the iPhone 6 and later, so the iPhone 6 to the 11 currently, there is a small space that you can jam in a tool and just lift up the screen. This is going to be tricky if you're doing the work on a 6S or above. The 6 and the 6 Plus don't count. You're going to find that there's a water resistance seal. Usually there will be a water resistance seal, but I don't think that one is here. I don't think the seal is in this phone. This phone has clearly been opened before, or it appears to have been opened before, because usually it takes a lot of effort to get these up. Okay, so upon opening, whoever has worked on this phone did not do a good job. This is my first time opening this phone. So, if you take a look, there is a screw missing right there. That's okay, we can replace that. And everything else looks in. Oh, I found the screw. It's right there. We're just gonna lay that on our mat. Let's begin by unscrewing these. These are for the battery. And the person that repaired the 6S that we're using as a donor phone didn't do this step, and it caused the screen it caused the internal video chip, the backlight, it fried, and so now I can't use the phone unless I'm sitting next to the sun, which I only do that on Thursdays. So I'm not always sitting next to the sun, so I'd like a phone that I can see on the other 6 days of the week. You know what I mean. Now we're just gonna see if the phone still turns on. Of course it does. She looks a bit mangled, but that's not our fault. And the battery is unhooked, and it shouldn't come on now, and it won't because there is no battery connected. Now let's get that screen off, shall we? I'm just going to place I'm gonna move some stuff so I can get a better angle so I can work easier. And the phone is right here. You're going to want to unscrew the 4 screws. There are usually 4 screws surrounding the display. This bracket here, this metal piece, the metal piece that I'm unscrewing currently, is used for protecting the device in case something comes off. Now that this piece is gone, we can... Oh. Something came up with it. That doesn't usually happen. It usually just comes up as one piece. Yeah, something isn't right here. But that's not a worry at the moment. Now this here is the display bracket, and it just holds in the ribbon connectors, so your screen don't fall out, because that's not fun. Now we're going to unplug the screen ribbons. Just throw open the screen one more time. This one here is the home button and Touch ID, which we can't use. This is the front camera and earpiece speaker, and this is the display and digitizer. Now this screen is... I can use the camera, so I will keep the screen in my parts bin, but we are done with that screen for now, unless I ever need to repair another 6S, and I need to get the screen off of it. Now we're going to move on to the rose gold 6S. It's missing one of the bottom screws, which isn't good, and the other one is being touchy. I don't think it's inserted properly. Here, we're just going to we're going to give lifting the screen up a shot. If that doesn't work, I'll try at the screw again. Okay, now that we have some leverage going on, we're gonna... There, did we get it? We're getting it. This screw is being very tricky. There we go. We got it. Now there's one problem here. The home button in this 6S is completely, like the silver 6S, the home button was completely done for. So that means that, well, basically what that means is now I'm going to have to use this home button, and that's okay. I'll be able to still use it as a home button, but I will now never be able to use Touch ID. That's a security feature. Nothing I can do. Now, even though the screen is, or the backlight in this phone is fried because someone didn't unplug the battery, it's always good to. Even if the screen is fried, because you never know what can happen. People get hurt all the time from not unplugging batteries on things. So, we're going to just... One of the screws fell out. Oh well, that's not my concern right now. I will pick it up after the stream. Now, the person who repaired this missed 2 of the screws in the bottom. So, removing this bracket will be an easy chore. And we're going to be a little more gentle removing the cables than we were with the other one, because this one we want to keep looking good, whereas the other one I didn't care if I damaged it a little more because the screen was already way too far gone to do anything with. So now we're going to unplug the home button connection, video and earpiece speaker, and display and digitizer. And that is the 6S screen removed. Now, to get to the part that I hope you're all waiting for, to see if the phone will even turn on. And then reassembly, and then we'll be done. So let's get this assembled. Plug in these guys, and I really hope this screen works. It worked when I tried it on my gold 6S, which is what I'm using to film right now, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's a good sign. It's the same phone. I'm going to move the phone away because I don't want, if the previous owner had something personal as their lock screen photo, I don't want to show that to the world. So okay, the phone appears to be on. We'll just go into the emergency call section, test the speaker. Oh, well, I guess we can test this, the volume buttons. The volume buttons, I don't know if that's the... Actually, yeah, you can't turn down the ringer and the lock screen. My bad. And the vibration switch works like a charm. Everything on this phone works as it should. And it is, I can tell, it's running a version of iOS 12 because iOS 12 uses a more square battery icon, whereas iOS 13's it's a lot more circular. So this is great. The phone still works. We fixed it. Or well, we've gotten the phone to work. Now here comes what most people consider the hard part, and that's getting everything back on. That's not that hard though. Easy enough. I'm just going to take my one of my tools so I can prop up the phone, kind of like a kickstand on a hood, like when you're working on a car. It just makes it so I don't need to constantly go back and close the phone. We're going to use the original display bracket that came with the smartphone. I'm gonna have to move this. Sorry guys, I'm doing this off camera because I need to see what I'm doing. I can't drive the screw into the wrong hole because that could ruin the phone. I'm just trying to prove that this is the same phone. I'm not swapping it out for a working one. When you're reassembling these iPhones, it's not good to raise the screen over 90 degrees because that puts stress on the cables and it will cause them to break. I'm starting to see why this screw, or why the top right screw, wouldn't stay in. I think something is extremely wrong with it. We'll try plugging another screw in, a slightly longer screw. I don't usually do that, like because you can give a phone long screw damage by doing that, but I'm just seeing if I can, because I want to have it look clean for anyone that needs to open it in the future. Now, before I plug in the battery, we're going to sign it so people know I have been inside of this phone. There. I will be known. No, I can show you. I can show plugging in the battery. It's not gonna. How long have we been filming for? About 16 minutes. Yeah, I did this in about 15 minutes flat. Now this is the most satisfying part by far. Oh, actually, we forgot to do something. Almost forgot, actually. No, didn't forget, but I almost forgot. I'm going to try to put some rubber sealant around the phone so I can so it can maintain some of its water resistance. Just give me a second, because I can't really do this on camera, because it needs precision. No, I won't be selling this phone yet. I want to sell it with a fresh screen. Not with something that's got damage on it. And I want to order a higher quality screen, because if this screen cracked just from some being, because I kept it in this bag. I kept that phone in that bag. So if the screen is cracking from something as minor as that, I wouldn't trust using this replacement screen on any iPhones I work on. The rubber sealant is being stubborn. Here, give me a minute. There, I had it set in. I had set it in incorrectly. It was a bit too much. And now we should be able to close properly. Or maybe it just won't close correctly because it's a crappy screen. I hope it's not that, but it's probably that. But I think it's fine. Okay, let's try to close it one more time. There we go. Now, moment of truth. Did I break anything? No! Yeah, it's all broken. Okay, now... better iPhone repairmen would end the repair by putting something like a screen protector in. But I don't have any of those handy, so... that concludes our stream. Where I took a very bad an iPhone 6s, which is still in bad shape. It needs some more work, but I showed you guys how to replace a screen, and showed you, or I hopefully showed you, that the screen now works, and the home button still works, even though it's kind of got some damage down there. Alright, well, that's been the end of our stream. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.